from inside the 40. Position back. Copley on the left-hand side was there. Stop it going any further than the 20. And he brought it back through Scott, through Soward. And eventually was stopped at the halfway line. Great return. Now Maguire trying to press the advantage going down the middle. Takes it inside the Dragons 40. McCulloch comes across to Gillette, who is mobile, has great footwork at the line. Really stretches defences at times. Anderson goes back in behind the play the ball. They have options either side. Lockyer right, Wallace left. As towards Wallace they come. He loses it, gets it back in somehow. Beale goes to the line, runs towards Soward, who with some help there from Gasnier stops him. Last play, Reid spins it back for Wallace, who kicks wide. A chance out there for Hodges, who came down with it, lost it. Cray comes up with it, and the Dragons just keep stopping them inside their own 20.
Well, this defence reminds you of their defensive systems last year. Big shot there from Yao on Cooper. But they're hanging in the Dragons. The Broncos are doing everything possible to register points as they move forward and attack through their defence. But the Dragons keep the football alive, and it's Pryor now playing the ball.
Soward is wide, goes to Boyd, tries to do some dancing. There's nothing doing there between Glenn and also Wallace. And take it forward for another hit up, just to take as many metres available as they possibly can before the kick. As Rain looks, and he looks towards Soward once again, no pressure on him, so he gives it to Hornby, they go wide. Cooper to Morris, now he'll kick, he dobs on him behind them, he toes it forward again, but the kick goes off the inside of his boot and over the sideline.
Well, it's developing nicely there for the Dragons. Morris back on the inside, putting a little grubber kick through for himself. The second kick goes over the sideline. But that one there, you can see him getting to the football before Beale. If that had stayed in the field of play, it could have been a 4-pointer there for the Dragons. So they're withstanding all the pressure. They've been up against the ropes. They've been absorbing all the punishment, and now they're just trying to counter-punch their way out of this.
Time off. Time off. Bind. Bind. Heads in. Heads in.
Well, Wayne Bennett and the Dragons would have preferred, obviously, a try.
In now.
I'll take the situation where the Broncos work it away from their own 10. In a set play situation where the Dragons should be able to muscle up defensively and really limit how many metres the Broncos can come up with here in this set of 6, and we'll see from what position they're kicking from when they do elect to kick here. Glenn playing it for Wallace. Cuthbertson is out there now, up in the face of Anderson. He picked up only 4 or 5 metres. He'll play it here just inside the 30. Now Parker. Good run. He takes Rain with him and carries him another 5 or 6 metres. That's a big play right there for the Broncos. Now Gillette trying to get to the outside of Cooper. Forced Hornby to come in and make the tackle. Yao Yi, no obstruction there. He rounds around his own teammate, then straightens. Ben Hunt is out there now for McCulloch. There is Hunt at dummy half. So it goes to Lockyer. It was a good set of 6 out of their own end by the Broncos. Boyd again up in the air. And they'll trade places. The Broncos begin at their 10 now. The Dragons do.
And again, he's surrounded. Darius Boyd, when he catches the bomb, he's surrounded by Broncos players. They're keeping a close check on Darius Boyd tonight as Cuthbertson, he carries the ball forward.
Gasnier. Not much doing for him out of dummy half. It has developed, hasn't it? In the last 15 or so minutes into the proverbial arm wrestle. Here's the bit of flair. The Soward pass to Cooper. Got him on the outside of Lockyer initially. Hodges took a bit of speed off him and he'll play it back into Broncos territory. Soward, they kick it this time. No hit of a spread back to the right-hand side on the last. Copley bringing it back. And he stopped there in a good tackle by Mitch Rain, who again leads the chase. He's been down there, working hard down the middle.
Well, I'll tell you why the Dragons were able to get some yards there when they shifted to their left. Adam Cuthbertson went to the line and then played out the back. Spoke about it before. The ball playing of the Dragons players, they play too far away from the defensive line. You have to commit defenders. And if they do that, they will have success shifting the ball.
Wallace again will just kick and will do it over once again. Nightingale has Boyd back there with him. They kept chasing down the middle though, so Boyd comes back to Nightingale and then he wears a bit of a shot from Corey Parker.
He's been good tonight, Corey Parker, as he has all season.
He really has grown and taken on a real leadership role in this Broncos forward pack. Just been tremendous throughout 2011. Here's Rain. He caught the markers out there. Hunt did well in the end. Tracked him down from behind, otherwise Rain was going to pick up another 5 or 6 at least. Hornby at the back to the left-hand side, they go again. Lockyer. Well, there was much happening again for the Dragons there. Stacks of numbers on that right-hand side for the Broncos. They just kept sliding. Sauer from outside the 40. Trying to kick it over the head of Copley, who just knocks it down, waits for it to sit up, and he'll bring it back out. Runs towards Soward. He plays it at the 20.
They're hanging in the Dragons. They're starting to get a bit of field position of their own. This is what the Broncos need to do a bit more of. Getting their fast men into dummy half. They're outside, well, back rowers, I should say. Big, strong back rowers, and use their footwork and speed and challenge the Dragons through the middle.
It's like a staring contest at the moment, this, isn't it? Who's going to blink first and make an error at their own end to give the opposition a chance? 5 out from the break. And a try either way will be very important at this juncture. Here's Wallace going high to the air again. Their kicking game has been sensational. Nightingale comes down with it, takes a chance to go down the short side and almost loses his shorts in the process.
He was lucky there, Jason Nightingale. He has lost his shorts, but he challenged Copley to the outside. Copley was good enough to hang on. Cutlason out of dummy half. That's a strong run.
Well, there he is, Jason Nightingale. He has lost the shorts completely. They broke the elastic, and he'll play on in just the sluggos for the moment. There's the replacement pair. Just in time. Boy, the crowd a bit as loud as they've been during this game when he just took the shorts off and slung them over the sideline. Now Soward. He puts it up. A spiral kick that has Beale adjusting. He judged it very nicely, didn't he? It's been a real test for the back three here tonight, but they've been good.
Yeah, it's a real arm wrestle this game. Neither team giving anything away. Jack Reed invariably beats the first defender. He's a strong man, pledged his allegiance to England this week. The Four Nations tournament coming up at the end of the year.
You'll see him in action because he'd be a walk-up start, you'd imagine. The play for Great Britain as Beale goes across to Hodges. He shrugs off Morris and then has a little look and away, and he comes back at you when you least expect it. They were waiting for him. Now Lockyer hands it off to Gillette. Standing in the tackle there of Dean Young. Cooper comes in to help out, so does Cuthbertson. And they'll have one more. We'll see if they go to the air once again. That's exactly what they do. This time they hook it back towards Morris. Hornby again. Well, this had to be a penalty. They have taken so many chances of running Broncos off the ball. Well, Ben Hornby, he almost ran one of the Broncos into row 17 right there.
I can't believe that's the only penalty that he's given away tonight. And the Broncos electing to keep the pressure on, and they need to. They need to come up with more points before half-time.
Finally, the Dragons, they have blinked. Here is Lockyer. Can they hang on? Wallace taking it to the line, losing the ball. Was it stripped out by Beau Scott? Yes, it was. That'll be the 0 tackle. 2.5 out from the break. Glenn. A dive under a tackle there of Mitch Rain. They'll play it back for Hunt. Well, he lost the ball. They put an arm there. And again, the Dragons concede a penalty. Two out from the break, a chance to go for 2 points should the Broncos want to. And Darren Lockyer says yes.
Well, that's a sign of respect for the Dragons' defence. They've thrown everything possible at them. Anthony Griffin looking on. I thought, given 2 rucks ago, they decided to play on and maybe post a try just before half-time. The Broncos
Not even close to
would have
him,
looked to continue on the momentum. Wayne Bennett looking on.
Just go out there, Chech.
He'd be happy. He'd be happy with the way that his team has been committed in that first 40 minutes. Defensively, that is a performance of similar ilk to last year. That's what they built their reputation and their name on. Defending hard for one another when they've been under the pump. Standing shoulder to shoulder, covering from the inside, not wanting to let your mate down. And they have shown those championship qualities tonight.
From the touchline, Corey Parker hooks it away. It stays out to the right-hand side, and with just on 30 seconds remaining in this first half, it looks likely the difference at the break will be only a converted try, and they won't make it to half-time. Those shorts might be a souvenir for somebody in the crowd here at Suncorp.
They might be.
Massive reception. Jason Nightingale.
Well, he's a fan favourite up here, obviously.
A lot of Dragons fans, as ever, on the road watching their side here tonight. They'll have to come from behind in the second half to keep their season alive, because it's the Broncos in the second semi-final who lead the Dragons 6 points to 0.